3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives him a golden... opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
His first carry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Bell. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, 8, read. Switch. X3. 218, chopper. Get it.
On 1st down, Thomas. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Thomas operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Thomas. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Jim, 6-6, pull it high.
Here's Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
48, come on. 48, come on.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run with Hines. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bell. Yeah, he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Next to score, Colts 7, Bengals 0.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Get it
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the fild.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Thomas. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check three.
Now Joe Mixon, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Colts 7, Bengals 0.
Set. 10-2 start.
Yeah, let's go second.
2 draw Corker. 2.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Thomas. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Joker. Yep. Go, Jackrabbit. Come on, get it.
2nd and 1. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Smoke. He's gripping.
Looking to throw. Thomas. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the run. Watch the run. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Snap.
To throw is Thomas. Throwing again. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Ready.
Thomas from the gun, he'll throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another 1st down at the Colts 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Hey, high 7.
Mike, 55.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now Thomas operating from the gun. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike, 50.
Hey, check.
50's the money. 50's the money.
Back to throw. Bell. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
He's not going to get me.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Here we go.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
On third down, Hines. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st and 10, Bell. Catch made here by Campbell. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
54 Mike. I got one. Check. Crunch.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Josh Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got him.
Hey, foxtrot.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Get up.
Go.
From the gun, Thomas. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Right there. 54.
Hey, Echo.
54 Mike. Here we go.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Now. Hey, Alpha. Go.
Here we go. Check. 55. Come on.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
61. Matchbox. Light.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Bravo.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey,
Yo. Go.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A final shot before break. Bell, he completes it to Westbrook. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Five.
55.
Now.
2nd and 6. He completes it to Boyd.
Thomas's pass complete to Tyler Boyd. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check 24.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
He's coming.
Hey.
Mike 55.
Ready?
Thomas now from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man, Boyd. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Look at me, zipper. Yep.
55, Mike 55. What we got?
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Thomas looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds some open field here. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Mike 54. You better be afraid of me. You better.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
You. Watch right.
Again, it's Mixon.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
Topper. Hey, seam 6. Go.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Go.
To throw is Thomas. From the gun, he'll throw. Forced out to, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. the screen, Bernard. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Thomas operating from the gun. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey!
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Find the mic.
Get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50.
Pilot, 64, weak, now!
$58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
X3, 218, chopper.
Check 25.
Speed dribble.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike's 5-4. You ain't got nothing. You ain't
Protein spill.
Watch out for creeping.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now.
Now Thomas to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Malone. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Yo, go.
To throw again, Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot or running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 32-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on second down, Bell. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Let's make these
Off the play fake. Thomas. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, Delta.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
So don't say nothing.
Check, 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 check.
Hey, Zoo. 5.
Looking to throw. Thomas. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Cut, cut, cut. 58, boys, 58.
Back to throw. Thomas. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a carry for Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Thomas now. Gonna throw again. Dancing to his left. To the left side here for Eifert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Here's Thomas. From the gun, he'll throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Looking to throw. Thomas. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
To throw is Thomas, operating from the gun. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd down, it's Adams, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, Bell. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 3rd down. It's Hines, and he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
1st down, Colts.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
36, 36.
This is Hines. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Indianapolis, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire